Fallout 4 nears a decade of life, and while it has been kept in discussion for both better and worse, it still retains a strong modding community to this day. Every day you can find a new mod for things from companions, to assets, to gameplay mechanics, but most plentifully to weapons. Bethesda's approach to weapons in Fallout 4 was very divisive. While the moddability of weapons in-game is universally praised, many other things regarding their approach to weapons has been criticized at best, and ostracized at worst. Whether it's strange aesthetic philosophy, questionable caliber choices, or omissions of beloved weapons from previous titles, the direction Bethesda took with weapons left many, like myself, turning to the community to band together and re-envision the armaments of post-apocalyptic Boston to our liking. I've tried many through my years of playing Fallout 4, many I've loved and detested alike. Every day I check next to see what new fun things got uploaded to drop in my load order. There's come to been many I would consider to be must-haves for a playthrough, both old ones that stand the test of time, and newer mods that fill niches mechanically or aesthetically. Honestly, I could spend hours going on about every single one I enjoy, but I feel many of us would like this video to be kept in orderly duration. Instead, I've got around 10 separate entries I'd to recommend. Calling this 10 mods I'd recommend would be a falsehood, as a few of them work best with additional mods in combination. Join me now and allow me to shepherd you into my choices for some must-have weapon mods for Fallout 4. This first mod isn't quite a weapon mod itself, but rather one that supplements weapons both modded and vanilla alike very well. Fallout 4 Reloaded by Stephen High 11 updates every gun, ballistic and energy alike, with new sounds that sound a lot more beefy and interesting than what Bethesda shipped with the game. As an added bonus, 9 out of 10 times if a weapon mod uses vanilla sounds, the sounds from Fallout 4 Reloaded will most likely carry over to it as well. Visually, I can't really show what this mod accomplishes, so allow me to show some footage showcasing a few of the new sounds. Up next, a trio that works best combined, we have the attachment pack by Degenerate Dak and Friends, as well as his remeshes of the combat rifle and assault rifle. Dak had taken the task to try and spice up the vanilla Fallout 4 arsenal with new attachment and weapon mod options, and I would say it's been a success to keep the vanilla weapons as interesting options. I used to find the vanilla options boring and would often either download replacer mods or do it myself in FO4 edit, but now there is quite a few new and interesting choices for weapons in-game. To show everything added would take maybe an hour at best, so I highly recommend taking a look in-game yourself to get a feel of everything added. But now many things such as laser sights, heavy suppressors, ballistic shields, and much more have been applied to many relevant weapons. A few new receivers have been added as well, such as a 50mg receiver for the double-barrel shotgun, to turn into the big game rifle or wrist breaker you need in your adventures. Additionally, I highly recommend downloading Dak's combat and assault rifle remeshes as well. The assault rifle gets updated to a more modernish look instead of an old water-cooled junky machine gun. The gun can also be named as a machine gun to fit its aesthetic and profile much better. The combat rifle gets a much needed change as well, making it look a lot more distinct from the combat shotgun. And what I feel is the most needed change, if you have munitions, you can get the rifle rechambered to 30 carbine, a much more fitting round than a 45 pistol round. If you want to get the most mileage out of the vanilla lineup of weapons, then I highly recommend installing all of these. Now following on to new weapons in earnest, first off I'd like to show the excellent lore-friendly 5.56 collection by J.K. Roos at 5. J.K. Roos adds 3 weapons from the games in the past to Fallout 4. From Van Buren, the 223 autoloader is brought in. While chambered in 5.56 by default, a munitions patch is available to let use 223. This handgun packs a mean punch and is a great holdout to keep on you, having made handy modifications to let you stay safe. From New Vegas, we have the light machine gun, one of my favorites to use when going on big commando builds. The light machine gun has a variety of options and attachments to keep it eating your 5.56 while destroying everything in front of you. Lastly, what I feel to be the star of the show, we have the defense rifle, or the R91 from Fallout 3. As a man who enjoys the classic HKG3, I'd have to say this is one of the best forays into implementing one in Fallout 4 I've seen. Whether you need a marksman rifle, or an assault rifle, or something in between, the defense rifle can fill any role you need. Unlike the previous two, the defense rifle has custom animations, which, well, just check them out. See that? You Iraqi reload a G3. I don't think I can put in words how much I love this mod. All the weapons are added to level lists and vendors, so finding one to toy around with isn't a big chore. Grab one and start conquering the wasteland. It's that easy. Keeping to the 5.56 round, the next up is another gun that sees use of it. The Assault LMG by Brainstorm Epilogue adds in the titular weapon, which can be either mag or belt fed depending on your preference, with the proper animations for either configuration. The LMG has some variety in attachments, mostly in line with the vanilla assault rifle. You can even throw on an air or water-cooled barrel if you like to make it a little retro or cursed, depending on your views on the vanilla assault rifle. There is an option to craft linked 5.56 ammunition for the gun to be immersive or something, but personally I'm fine just using the 5.56 I got. The LMG can either replace the vanilla assault rifle or spawn alongside it in the same pools, so if you're interested, pick one up and clean up the wasteland. Up next, I'd like to recommend Radium Rifle Improvements by Code Black Crash. As a fan of the Volkssturmgewehr, I was happy to see one added in Far Harbor, and while the radiation stuff makes it very handy and the aesthetic of all the doohickeys is pretty peak, I still wish we got an unmodified rifle, just as well as hoping we'd not have to deal with using 45 ACP rounds in a rifle again. This mod here makes a number of improvements to the Radium Rifle, the biggest of which is adding a more normal variant. An unmodified Radium Rifle, known as the Scavenger Rifle, can spawn in the world and in vendors, lacking all the radiation improvements but keeping the raw ballistic damage. There's a few other changes to damage, range, magazine capacity, and it does change the ammo to use 7.92 from munitions, so make sure you have that installed. As a little bonus, the Scavenger Rifle also gains the attachments from DAC's attachment pack for the Radium Rifle, so you still get variety in kitting out your Volk. If you're going for a very close to vanilla load order, I highly recommend adding this one. If you're looking for an energy weapon mod, I think one of the best ones on offer would be the Zap Gun by Gmoy06. This mod adds a highly modular makeshift energy gun that can be modified to fulfill a variety of playstyles and niches. At its lowest form, it's essentially a bolt-action laser gun, but at higher level it can be turned into a variety of different configurations. A basic semi-auto rifle, an energy machine gun, a flamethrower, or at its most deadly, a high-damage antimatter sniper rifle. No matter your build, this will fill a nice role in your arsenal. This weapon comes with custom animations, it even has super mutant animations, so those big knuckleheads and strong can enjoy them too. Just because it's homemade doesn't mean it's low tier, give it a try and zap some fools. I forgot to mention during my original recording that also the Zap Gun mod adds buildable turrets you can add into your settlements for a few of the configurations of the Zap Gun. There's the normal version, the automatic version, and the antimatter version. So that's another cool thing about the mod. You get a little extra settlement defense, and I mean, you just gotta build a bunch of antimatter turrets, and you know, gunners, mutants, it doesn't matter, they're dead. So yeah, this was almost forgotten, but hey, it's still in here. Now back to ballistics. Next up is the Select Rapid Machine Gun by Nahir. Nahir's got a unique gun design here, looking like some sort of 50s, 60-ish Chris Vector. The gun does function very well though, with some great animations, including a unique discovery animation when you first find the gun in an old bar. It uses 10mm or 45, and can shoot either full auto or in bursts if you'd like to be more accurate. Most of all, it's got tons of textures for both the wood and metals you can apply, to fine-tune the aesthetic to your liking. While the gun doesn't appear in level lists by default, there is a level list patch to pop it in the hands of your adversaries as well. Gear up with one and spray and pray to your heart's content. Stepping away from automatic weapons, this next gun is a throwback to older titles. The 12.7mm pistol, recreated by Deadpool 2099, adds in the odd and iconic pistol from games past to your hands. A powerful semi-auto handgun, it can reliably punch holes at anything closing in on you, and at a manageable size at that. As this is the oldest mod in this video, its age does show a little compared to newer mods, but thankfully there's help to help bring it back up to pace. The unofficial update by Code Black Crash provides numerous fixes, adds custom sounds, and changes it to use the 12.7mm rounds from your munitions. Though, if you don't install the fix, the mod does add its own 12.7mm ammo for the gun to use. If you're looking for something that shoots big bullets at a small size, give this one a try. Going back to rifles with a rather unique creation, this is the handmade bullpup by Pig. This takes the Nuka World AK and creatively breaks it and morphs it into a bullpup. As someone who enjoys sending cursed bullpup images to his gun nut friends, I definitely improve the undertaking here. This janky AK finds its way into the hands of Nuka World Raiders, as well as other undesirables in the Wasteland, and it does have some good customization. Lasers or flashlight can be applied, and a variety of ammunition can be changed out, from 7.62 to 5mm, 10mm, or even shotgun shells. And if you're playing as a Nuka World Raider, you can even kit it out with the colors of your gang. Don't knock it for its use of vanilla assets repurposed to a new gun, this gun can do some damage in the right hands. Lastly, yet another machine gun mod to recommend is the aptly named Machine Guns Rebirth by Skibida. This mod is a must-have for heavy weapons enjoyers, without a doubt. 4 new heavy weapons are added in, 2 heavy machine guns, a grenade machine gun, and a flak gun. Combine any one of these with a suit of power armor, and you're good to clear any den of nasties you can find. The mod adds in an ammunition by default for the grenade machine gun and flak gun, but a munitions patch is available to keep things a little more orderly and clean. The fun doesn't end there, however. The mod also adds in turrets to the world as well. You can build a turret version of each for your settlement to let that firepower keep your subjects and settlers safe. And you can also enable the 2 machine gun turrets to spawn in the world to replace the vanilla enemy turrets here and there. This definitely adds a good challenge into the world, as the turrets are tougher than the usual ones, and will your health down in moments, as they're usually shooting either 50 caliber or 308 rounds. It's a worthy challenge for future endeavors in clearing enemy camps and strongholds. Whether you want to be shooting it or being shot at it, Machine Guns Rebirth is a great addition to any reload order. That's only a small sampling of what many weapon mods occupy my load order. While I skewed a little close to big automatic weapons accidentally, I do enjoy them and feel they deserve the love. I definitely would like to highlight even more in the future and would like to have a little more variety present as well, but nonetheless, this wraps up my little video here. I've got plans for a bit more Fallout 4 mod content in the future, so keep your eyes peeled for more. Be sure to subscribe if you liked the video, as I play quite a few games here, and I'm sure there's something else here that will catch your attention. Thank you for watching, and let me know if any of these are favorites of yours as well.